What's up, guys? It's Nate. How you doing? Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Holidays. We'll go with Happy Holidays. How about that? So, New Year's Eve is coming up. We are on the cusp of 2021, and I sat down to think of what are some things that I'm thinking about moving into 2021. Came up with 5 concepts, and want to share those with you. 5 tips for 2021. Let's get into it. So the first of the 5 tips to reinvent yourself in 2021, to me, is PURGE. So it's definitely something I'm going to be working on, but just to get rid of the stuff that I don't use, whether that's clothes, whether it's gear, any of the accessories I have here, shoes, etc. Just to really go through, take inventory of what I have, and either donate or sell all the things that I'm not using. If they're not serving me, if they're not helping me do the things that I want to do, they gotta go. The second thing on our list is to organize. Once you've gone through all of your things and you got rid of the stuff that you don't want, you sell the stuff you can sell, what do you do with the rest of it? To me, what I'm going to be doing is trying to be very intentional about how I organize the gear that I keep, right? Whatever that might be. One thing that I'm going to be doing is to actually set up workstations. So an example of a workstation is what I'm looking at right now. So this camera is mounted on a small tripod on my desk. I've got my Atomos recorder set up right here. And this is a stationary setup. This is always going to be here, right? This is a workstation for me. I've got multiple cameras. This camera is going to be set up. So if I want to do videos like this, boom, it's right there. Just turn it on, turn the recorder on, and I can start making a video. Another example is I've got my Rodecaster right here on the desk. So again, I'm not putting it away. It literally just sits right here. So I think by setting up workstations and removing another barrier to the creative process, it'll allow me to just jump right into whatever the thing is that I'm interested in doing as soon as the idea or the motivation comes. So number 2, organize. Number 3, for my Ninja Turtle fans, produce more content, right? Now that you've gone through and purged your gear and you've stripped it down to just the things that you need, and you went through and you organized it so it's all right there, you know where it is, you know what you have. Now it's time to use it. What I want to try to start doing is use the fact that I'm setting up these workstations to make it easier to get into a cadence and a rhythm, maybe even a schedule of producing content, right? Another thing that I want to do is try to repurpose. So if I'm going to record a podcast here on the Rodecaster, I might be able to shoot a video of that podcast at the same time and put that in 2 different places, right? And see which one picks up a little bit better. So I think that one is a good way to practice both arts or both mediums, but also it just helps to produce more content on different channels, right? It can only help from a growth standpoint. Another thing that I'm going to try to do is to make content more so about the things that I'm interested in and not so much on trends or cool videos I saw somebody else do. But if I'm interested in a topic, to explore that topic, create some, whether it's a blog post or a video or do a podcast on it, but really, really focus on just doing work that I'm interested in and not worrying so much about how it's received, more so putting out content that I'm interested in and then letting it find whoever is equally as interested in that content. So number 3, produce. Number 4, question. And what do I mean by question? Here's a good example. About a month ago, I stopped drinking Diet Coke. Now, it might not sound like a big deal, but I used to drink like 3, 4, 5 Diet Cokes a day. I have no idea why I started drinking Diet Coke. I just know that I drank it all the time. So one day, I don't know what I was thinking about, but it's like, why am I doing this? Why do I drink this? Do I need the caffeine? I don't drink coffee. Is it helping me? Is it serving me? Is it doing anything positive for me? Probably not. So I just stopped. That's just one example, right? Another example that just recently popped up is somewhere along the lines of getting into photography, someone told me once, never delete any photos. So literally to this day, maybe 5-7 years, I don't delete any photos. So as an example, I'll go to one of Aiden's wrestling matches. I'll take 800 pictures, right? 800 pictures over the course of 2 hours. I'll probably actually end up editing and sharing 12 or 15 of them. Some of those shots are just totally out of focus. The exposure's wrong. They're just not good. But I don't delete them because somewhere along the lines I heard this saying. I don't even know who said it, but I've just been living by that subconsciously. So maybe it's okay to delete photos. Maybe you don't need to drink Diet Coke. Whatever it might be. If there are things that you're doing that you haven't consciously decided to do or recently started, just revisit those things. Why is it that I drink soda? Why do I drink coffee? Why is it that I always eat this type of food? Why is it that I don't take vitamins? Why is it that I never floss? Why is it that I don't delete photos? Whatever those things are, just revisit them. And, maybe take a fresh view on things. Maybe you'll come to some interesting realizations. I know that I have so far. Number 5, be 100% accountable for everything that you do. Now, it might sound straightforward, but I know recently there have been some possible positive opportunities in my career, and those things didn't work out the way that I thought they would. And it's very easy to get, into this like victim mentality where you start feeling bad for yourself. Oh, this isn't fair, that's not fair, blah, 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 whatever. But it's not helpful. So instead of doing that, take 100% accountability wherever you're at, right or wrong. But then also be accountable for getting yourself out of that or moving in the direction that you want. Quitting the things that you want to stop doing and starting the things that you do want to start, right? So to me, that was really helpful. So instead of feeling sorry for myself, it was, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. I can't control that. What I can control is how I respond to that. And the situation I'm in right now is 100% my responsibility. I am 100% accountable for my current situation. Now, if I want to change that, that is also 100% up to me. So, radical accountability. I don't know if it's a term. I feel like it's a term that I've heard somewhere before, but radical accountability. Number 5. You remember the 5 things? Purge, organize, produce, question, radical accountability. And get rid of the things that you don't need. Organize the things that you do end up keeping. Hopefully you put those into some type of functional working environment. Once you have that done, produce the content that you've been meaning to produce, right? Scratch your own itch first. That's what I'm going to be doing. Question the things that you're doing and why you're doing them. And just make a decision. Does this serve me? Yes or no? And number 5, radical accountability. You're 100% accountable for wherever you're at right now. So proceed accordingly. And that wraps up the video. If you're new around here, my name is Nate. I make videos about, all types of stuff. But most recently, 5 tips moving into 2021. If you like this video, consider subscribing. Hit the like button. Share it with a friend. All those things are great. And until next time, see ya. Check out this glove. My dad got me a catcher's mitt for Christmas. Can't find mine when I used to play baseball in high school. So he got me one for Christmas. Pretty dope. Pretty dope indeed.